What's really hood, ladies and gentlemen? It's the OG Boricua Don Dada, aka Chef. I'm here with Mr. Muffins Martinez. It's been a minute since we've been able to connect and do some shit together, but listen, better late than never. That's what they say, my brother. Besides you feeling like straight-ish, uh, anything you want to go in before we go in?
Nah, man, I'm just glad to be back here doing this because, like you said, man, it's been a week and a half that I've been like dying. So, got like one foot in the grave.
I would have talked like that, but I was also told to give you a direct message that what happened to your
Well,
Astros.
the funny thing was that same night that I'm watching the game and they showed the score where we got eliminated. That's the night I got sick.
Get the fuck
I've,
out of
I've,
here. Did
I've
you hear
been
this
I've
shit?
been sick since that day.
Hold on. The night that they got eliminated, officially eliminated, is when he got sick,
And
he
I've,
said.
I've been
And
sick
he's been sick
since.
ever since. The Astros are killing him.
Yeah, I've been sick. I've been sick since, bro, with this damn cold. So it's been a week and a half that I've been sick. I was like,
It's fucked up.
shit.
I'm laughing, but it's messed up.
That was crazy. Yeah, the same night when they got eliminated, that's when I started getting sick. I woke up the next day, boy, I was done.
Oh, listen, my Yankees are on the verge of getting freaking slapped out of
Yeah,
there, too.
man. I mean, I didn't see that coming.
It's embarrassing. So we just had Slaughterhouse, and it's a few days in. I know you're not feeling too good. Stuff that I miss, you just covered me on. Um, it starts off, and I don't even remember what. And I just watched it today. I don't remember what the name of that steel cage match with the electric chair. That the only way you win is if you
Yeah,
electrocute
wasn't it called
somebody.
like Chambers of Horrors?
Chambers of
Okay,
Horrors.
that's what
There
I
you
thought.
go. You had Mads Kruger, uh, both C.W. Anderson and Brock Anderson. Um, I forgot the guy
Mr.
who
Thomas,
is always jumping off of
Mr.
shit.
Thomas,
Matthew
yeah, and
Justice,
Mr. Thomas.
Mr. Thomas, and Chris Adonis was
Yeah,
the surprise there. You're like, oh snap, right? Chris Adonis, because I'm so used to seeing him in N.W.A, right? So it was kind of like okay, I see what we're doing here, right? You got it. It was a big power game outside of Matthew Justice, right? Everybody else is kind of that heavyweight kind of role. So I was like, this is interesting. Um, really enjoyed this match. I thought it was the best way to kick
yeah,
this off. I was like, yo, this is freaking intense. And killed off because he literally got put in an electric chair protecting Brock Anderson. He kind of back up, bro.
yeah.
Like, you know, and
That was funny.
he ultimately got fried. So I really enjoyed it. I don't remember the last time I've ever seen anybody on an electric chair get fried on TV, but
Well, the same time
what did you think about?
when WCW did the same thing back in the '90s or whatever, late '90s, and they had Abdullah the Butcher was the one who got fried on the chair.
Yeah,
He
you're
got
right. You're
electrocuted.
right.
And that was kind of weird how it looked on TV, but hey,
Well, this looked good. This one was done well. The smoke came up and everything. It looked really good.
yeah. So Abdullah got killed that one time.
So, all right, outside of Kruger, you know, electrocuting C.W. Anderson, I thought Brock looked good in this. I sat back and I was like, Chris Adonis, he tried to get his
Yeah.
master lock in here and there. And, you know, Mr. Thomas is Mr. Thomas. But when I sat back and when we watch these kind of matches with a lot of people, you try to focus in, well, especially when we talk wrestling, um, you try to focus in so you could say who you thought shined out of the whole group. And I thought Brock to me
Yeah.
was the star of that thing.
Yeah, plus I thought it was some kind of, I don't know, man, maybe like a throwaway match because it's for October. Halloweenish deal thing.
Yeah.
Like there's no reason why Max Kruger is in this match. What was the title even up?
Yeah, because they say and still champion.
So there was no reason why Kruger is defending the title in this type of match. Like there was no reason for it. Like there was no build for it. They just threw this shit out there and just let's just throw this out there just for the hell of it, which was like the reason why it was the first match of the night. So I don't know. I just like every other match made sense as to why they were happening. This one made no sense whatsoever as to why they put this match together.
I mean,
especially having Max Kruger in there. For that, you would have had like a 6-way match to begin the show.
You know what kind of I didn't peeps it at first, and I was reading most of those headstones. When I seen Shotzi Blackheart have her show, and when she was standing, Josef Samael's name was on one of the tombstones.
Oh, it was? Okay. I didn't even notice. I never even noticed the tombstones. I didn't even see nobody's names or shit like that.
Yeah. I think it was Vance Warner's name was on one. Vince was on one.
Well, I never noticed.
There was a few, but I see Josef Samael, and I was like, whoa, okay.
That's kind of cool.
I was like, I'm going to have to hit the homie up and ask him what's he think about that.
That was kind of cool then. I don't know, the people that were there before, and there now.
Yeah. So then transitioning into Shotzi Blackheart, who's looking nice and thick right now. She was looking right. She has her own show. I liked it. I thought it played into her character really well. She brings out the skyscrapers. It's what's his name? Dyer or no? Dyer, I think is one. Yeah, which is Baron Corbin, right? It's killing me. So it's Corbin and Dijak. And I'm gonna tell you right now, they feel very old school 80s wrestling to me, right? Like they feel like they're perfectly paired. They're larger than life. I just felt this was a real good fitting, and I like the two of them together. It kind of makes me feel like, when you see tag teams and they're kind of just thrown together, you're like, yeah, whatever. These guys fit perfect, and it makes me feel like a real tag team in any division.
Yeah, and the thing was, I don't know, it was just like this weird segment because it was like this and then another thing and then another thing in that whole segment. There's like 3 different things in that segment happening at once. So then you see Max Kruger come out with 2 or 3 of the death side, the death squad or whatever. But then you think I thought they had dropped that whole contra unit gimmick.
I have no idea because in this match that he won, he came out to the contra unit thing, and it said the leader of the Black Hand.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so we're back on contra unit again. But then late in a few minutes right after that, where you see Ikuro Kwon come out, there's no contra, and he's always run the flag, right?
Which I'm thinking, okay, hold on. So why is Crew fighting one guy, and then there's 2 inside guys fighting the other guy, and where was, like you said, Kwon at? So I'm thinking, is he still part of the group or not? But then after that clears out, Kwon comes out with the same kind of different song, but then you see kind of the contra flag thing still popping up. And I was like, okay, this makes no sense whatsoever. So then, like you said, he comes out talking nonsense, and then you see Dangato comes out. Yeah, with the Gato yeah, well, and then he said with the Gato brass knuckles. So, which leads me to believe we're going to have Don Gato versus Ikuro Kwon in the November show. Then I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. So, right?
No, I agree. I think, and it's weird because,
and it looks like it's going to be that guy as the wrestler.
Yeah, because if you look at the beginning, they also the Don Gato whiskey, or I don't know if it's whiskey
Vodka,
or it's vodka because it's Mexican. It's got to be vodka. Um, it's put
yeah,
in the beginning as kind of like a
yes,
sponsor for. So I'm like, all right, I like what we're doing here. Um, my only thing is, I just I can't get behind somebody that I know nothing about, right? Like, there's no
yeah,
real
like exactly,
backstory to this guy outside of the
yeah.
vodka.
So we'll find out. It's just like the suicide when TNA did the suicide and they did the wrestling game, and they put
Yeah,
suicide together with the game because you were able to create your own wrestler, and suicide was the one that you started with when you were at the beginning of your journey to be the champion. So and then they had a suicide character afterwards that came out. So I
yep.
understood the reason why, but in this case, you're right. I mean, unless if you drink liquor or stuff like that, and you find out who the guy is, but other than that, you don't know who the gato
I mean,
is. So
I'm like I said, I'm interested because I want to like the character, because they've been, Danny
yes,
McBride,
yes,
Stevie, and a lot of the intros and vignettes. So you got a lot from them. You've also, before we even seen him, that Don Gato thing was being played very heavy with De La Renta and El Jefe. They
yep,
kind of were always toasting with it, right?
yep.
So before we even seen a wrestler, they were using it. So I'm excited for it. I don't know you've never seen him wrestle. So with the speed and athleticism of Kwon, is he a typical luchador where he could do, that kind of thing? Or is he a powerhouse luchador? I don't know. I'm gung ho for it. I want to see it. Then you have Shotzi kind of walk away. Um, the next
No,
match
no,
was what?
don't
Kojima
forget
and
that then there was another vignette popped up.
oh, that's right.
Yes,
So let me tell you something, okay? I know Priscilla Kelly, independent work, and when I think it was WWE she went to and never kind of uh, landed, right? Like she just was there and never caught
yeah, she was
traction.
Gigi Dolan there.
Yeah, yeah, she was just kind of just another wrestler, right? She never amounted to shit, and it's no disrespect, but when I seen this and she had the
Yep.
red eyes and she was like taking a shot at Shotzi, I was like, yo, I dig this, right? Like, I'm not sure because I like what she said that she's gonna set the whole place on fire, and she was like one of the first ever females in MLW. So I'm like, oh, she's playing
Yep.
into this heavy, and if she does what I think she's gonna do, I think that's gonna do nothing but help the women's division because it is so borderline dead, right? Because we really don't get much. But when you actually put time and you're showing Shotzi like this, and then you show Priscilla Kelly take a shot, and then Shotzi's like, yo, whatever, we're getting actual time for the females, which they never really did before. So I'm good with it. Like I said, Shotzi looks healthy again.
Yeah.
She looks
Yep.
really good. Priscilla Kelly, it looks like she's ready. So I like the pairing of this, and I do like and I'll skip over it real quick. The skyscraper crusher girl. What the hell is her name? She's always breaking the buildings. She's like the big
Oh, the
kaiju, whatever.
the big kaiju.
Yeah. And that other girl she wrestled, again,
Yes.
another great match. The
Yep.
only problem is, even with I love the girl. We're like, and we don't even agree on much. We both liked her ever since she came out and she's crushing the buildings. And you see she's like 4 foot nothing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
4 hours.
and you're like, oh yeah, 4'11". You're like, yo, this shit is fire. Um, she has had back to back great matches with, I guess, girls from her
Exactly.
region, right? So you go, well, shit. She had two bangers versus two beautiful girls. Um, but that's all we're getting because I don't think she could speak a lick of English.
I haven't heard her speak yet, so I doubt that she speaks English.
So you can't fully get behind people unless they can
Yeah, it's
actually
like or
talk
have a mouthpiece,
or have a
be
mouthpiece. Exactly.
their person to talk. But the thing that I found interesting is like you mentioned about Priscilla Kelly mentioning that she was one of the first female that was in MLW, and and then you have to go
Yeah.
back to like 2019 when MLW was like really hot again because they had just came back before COVID, and they were building the women's division. And the first
Yep.
one that they had chosen was I don't know if you remember Asira Sang,
Yep. I remember that.
yeah,
We were high
Chinese
on her.
girl. And then when they were supposed to like do everything, she blew out her knee. Then she
Yep.
went to China. Then COVID hit right late 19, early 2020, and then the closure happened, and she couldn't come back to the States. So she was stuck there for the next year in China. One day. So
Yeah.
then when they did the sub reboot again with MLW, Priscilla Kelly was the one on the forefront. And then she was the one that was going to get signed to build it around her. But then that's when they shut down COVID for real, shut everything down. And then she signed with
Yep.
WWE. So she left right to NXT after that. So, and
Which is
yeah,
smart.
which is smart. You got to make your money. Hey, opportunities
Yep.
knocking, you got to take the door. So she went there and she's been there ever since till her release happened earlier or in a couple of months ago. So, or when she got released. So now I'm hoping and praying that she'll be here for a while and doesn't jump at the next opportunity. Oh, can you come back? And then,
See, but
which
this is where
like what 75%
okay.
of them do, they go back when they get that phone call and whoop, they run back.
But this is why you have to have people signed, right? Like if you're going to invest time into somebody, like right now, if you're looking at Kelly and Shotzi, you just invested a lot of time building this up as some kind of coming up real soon a rivalry, right?
Yep.
So you just spent time. You got to keep them for the next 6 months at least. Keep them for 6 months. Get them in. Start doing what you got to do. You know, because you can't keep going with the revolving door because it doesn't do much. Like you got to have a good stable, at least 3 or 4 girls that are going to be there regularly, and then you could bring outside girls to keep everything fresh.
Well, and that's
This
and
I like what they're doing.
that's the problem because if you get somebody who is already putting her time in there out there, and then you try to get them in, and then they get that phone call, they're gonna leave. But then if you try to get somebody who's being released from WWE, there's always that issue that they'll get a phone call in a month and then they go right back, or they go to
Yep.
AEW or something like that. So the landscape when it comes to wrestlers is hard because you don't know when they're gonna get that phone call, and we know 75% are gonna jump right back.
Yeah. And
So,
it's fair. I get it. But if you could do at least 6 months, you could build a 6 month storyline,
and I'm
right?
surprised
And
Riddle. I'm surprised Riddle has lasted this long out here. Also surprised that Dyer has been out here that long and he didn't jump to AEW like that, like everybody else does. And and he hasn't got that phone call because I thought when Andrade just got his thing done, I thought he was gonna take some time and maybe give TNA a chance or hit the indies. The dude the following week he was already this week last week he was already on AEW like
yeah.
that. I'm like, holy shit, this dude didn't even leave no time in between.
So yeah, because I think he joined your group over there
Like
with
Callis,
Don Callis,
right
right?
like that.
Yeah. But like, and hear me out. So
I was like, wow, that was quick.
with with Baron Corbin, and it's no disrespect because I'm a Baron Corbin fan. I like Baron Corbin. Always like Baron Corbin. But if I tell Baron Corbin, yo, I'll sign you to AEW, where's he going to fit in? Unless it's just money. But as a wrestler, and I think a guy who, missed time due to injuries and, whatever, I'd rather be a mainstay than I'll do one fucking appearance somewhere and then I'll be on ROH next. Like, nah, I want to keep getting my name out there, and then when I'm doing real well here and I can start to renegotiate where, look, I'm bubbling, I know how much my worth is, and maybe a TNA is the one who does the call, like, oh shit, look at this guy moving around, and you never know, but I'm not just gonna be a guy sitting on freaking ROH doing nothing.
So let's move on. I found the schedule thing here. So the next match was a second round of the Opera Cup, and it was Star Junior versus Borador Junior. And Star Junior is the one that has his little group with Rohit and Magnus down in Mexico. So I actually like this match. I actually like the match. And Borador Junior is the guy with the group. Star Junior was the one who came in, replacing somebody who got hurt. And this match, I actually like this match. It went fast. It went, a nice over 6 minutes. And to me, the right person won because I like the guy. I don't know, for some reason I like the guy more, Borador Junior with the crew than the other guy. So I don't know why, but I'm thinking, man, I hope this Borador Junior wins. But yeah, I like the match. It was nice, like you say, it was fast. It was nice and clean.
No, I enjoyed it, and some of these matches they go too long, right? Like they go way too long, and you're kind of like, all right, whatever. No, this one I feel like they hit the mark on. It kept it high octane, and it was just entertaining as shit from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, and then we had another second round of the Upper Cup where we saw Bishop Dyer go up against your boy Kojima, the bread guy. Decent match. Well, it was a lot of shit outside before it came back into the ring. I think to me it lasted too long. I mean, this shit was over 10 minutes. I was like, oh shit, man, let's go. And I thought, to be honest with you, I thought Dyer was going to win this match, and Kojima wound up winning the match. So,
which made all right. Besides the fact that we hate champions that are in the Opera Cup, we've said this way too many times.
He's a tag team champion, so I'm fine with Kojima winning, but it is what it is.
I mean, but he also kicked out of Dyer's finisher too, which I didn't like. Like come on, bro, you're trying to keep these guys strong.
Next match was another second round match, and this time was Austin Aries against Paul London. Now, my bracket was busted when Austin Aries won the first match, and he moved to the second round. So I didn't expect him to go into the second round. So this was actually a good match. I was very impressed with this match between Aries and London. I mean, it started slow, but then it picked up. It really, really picked up, and it reminded me one of those back in the 2000s when they were younger guys. They were younger. Reminded me of that.
Yep.
Like 20 years later, they meet again, older and wiser. But
kind of like that old school X.
Yes, just like that. And I really was impressed with this match. I really enjoyed this match, to be honest with you. I was surprised that Austin Aries won, to be honest with you. Because I didn't expect past him the first round, and now the second round to go into the semifinals. I did not see that. So
this made all right. So outside of what anyone might feel of Austin Aries, everyone knows he could wrestle. Is he a douche? Yeah, right. Like it is what it is. But I don't think I've seen an Austin Aries match like this in a long time, and I don't know if it's because he had a counterpart that they were so comfortable with each other that they could do something as cool as this one. Yeah. So I give a lot of credit to both of these brothers. I'm not a Paul London fan. I've always liked Paul London, but I'm not a fan. So I did expect Paul London to win because he's been in MLW longer and whatever. And we agree. I didn't think Aries would get out the first round. Now he's got the second round. So now they're going, all right, well, he's in the semifinals. Do you see him going to the finals?
I gotta see the bracket to see who is he's supposed to be fighting next, and then who's on the next side.
Yeah.
So I gotta see that. So I haven't seen that yet.
Next podcast.
Yeah, so I gotta see that. But then little shit happened afterwards where your boy there, Stingray, came in the ring. Paul London get pie faced him, and they talked, and it looks like we're gonna get a Paul London Stingray match coming up in either at the next show as of the tapings in October, or as the new show in November. So,
and I think we'll probably November.
So probably November we'll see Paul London against a Stingray match. They show another Don Gato vignette, and then TikTok things come out again, vignette thing. And I was like, when I saw it, oh shit, it's Killer Cross. Before anything finished. And then it turned out to be Killer Cross. Now, I have mixed emotions about this. Because I think it was last year or the year before, he was coming in. And they did all the TikTok shit, all the bullshit. He came out afterwards, did the destruction of somebody. They did the match for the month because they were doing the monthly thing, and then he got signed with WWE. So before you can even see him wrestle or see anything happening in MLW, he jumps right to WWE. So, and then they were doing the toys. Remember they were doing the MLW toys with that company last year? And then he was one of the ones that got the toy done, and he bolted. So now my fear is he's here now. What's gonna stop him from getting that phone call and say, "Yo, man, we want you back"? And then he barely came in. He started making the coffee and then left. He didn't even have a sip of the coffee when he left the first time. So what's stopping him from doing the same thing again this time? Before November, 20th, when it's the next show, and they start pushing him and showing him big time for the next month, vignettes and all that kind of shit. And before November 20th, he's in AEW or he's back in WWE, because I'm pretty sure, money talks. Well, so that's my fear.
More than that, though. So I'm with you on that 100% because it was more than just Killer Cross. Because if you look, Scarlett Bordeaux was actually being highlighted in the women's division.
It's a package. It's not one. It's a package. If you get Scarlett, you're getting him. If you're getting him, you're getting her. So there's a package deal.
Oh yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But when he came in, she was wrestling too, right? Like, but she wasn't just the hot smoke show.
They were dating at that time. Now they're married.
Well, yeah.
It's different now.
No, but I'm saying, like, when this last one with MLW, he came in, was doing his thing.
Yes.
She was actually wrestling in the women's division, right? So she was a prominent thing there too.
Like,
but as soon as he's gone, she's gone.
And she comes back, she could go back into the women's division and add another person to that. Because she ain't no slouch. She could wrestle. Let's be honest. She could wrestle her ass off.
And I don't want to just see her as the smoke show, right? Is she gorgeous? Yeah, obviously. But the girl can wrestle. Let her wrestle.
Well, TNA, the one I did the whole smoke show thing was when they started her wrestling, was the whole smoke show thing with TNA before he left.
Well, yeah, I know, but when he went to the WWE, she was just kind of his manager.
Yeah. And I think she wrestled one match. I think if in WWE,
if that.
Oh yeah.
So you sit back and you go, well, she could wrestle. Use her, right? Like she's talented. She's not a fucking bum,
and she could definitely bring some eyes to the women's division because, like you said, she's gorgeous, and and a lot of times, guys will gravitate to a division or a women's division depending on how good one person looks, and if she could bring eyes, she's gonna bring eyes.
bro. And that's the thing. Like, so it's not a secret. Dudes are thirsty, right? We're not breaking no news here that dudes are thirsty.
When I was younger, I wanted to watch female wrestlers because I wanted to see the chicken over there. Like, oh shit, yeah, she's fine. Yeah, I want to watch her. And then I got older.
Yeah,
I want to see their skills.
See, and that's where. So I did an interview with the girl Valerie Rulli, right? And it was cool because one of the first things she says is, "I know I'm a pretty girl, so I'm going to use my looks to try to draw the guys to come in, and then I'm going to use my fighting skills to show all the girls I'm really about that, right?" So she's marketing herself through both aspects. Scarlett Bordeaux does that already. She's a beautiful woman who can wrestle, right? Like, so you go, she's the full package. She's good on a mic. So get the rip. The only thing is, and I know that TNA is not the option, right? Because they kind of burned TNA. It's a new regime, so maybe. But if AEW dangles the bag, I could see them going, well, look, it's a large platform. They have action figures. They got TV deals. They have, HBO Max or whichever one they're going to be on. They got a lot of shit going on for them. MLW's a once a month kind of thing, but they're free to do what they want to do too.
Exactly. And AEW, like you mentioned, so many guys are there. Where's he going to fit in with her? He'll start hot in the AEW show, and then they'll get slided back, and boom, they end up once a month in Ring of Honor.
Yeah, exactly. So you sit back and you go, well, all right, this is where we've always said, make something your home, right? Like, we've always said that. And it's kind of like, and I've always given Eddie Edwards shit, right? But if we're really talking about it, and I would never say he built TNA, never. But when you think TNA legacy, you kind of got to put him up
for
there
the last 10 years.
You know what I mean? Like, he's won every belt there is. He's been there. He's a loyalist.
Dude, has he ever been,
so you go,
I mean, God perish your thought, but has he ever been injured in his 10 years in TNA? Like he's got a big injury out for like a year and a half or some shit like that?
No. The only injury I knew he took, and he missed one taping, was when Sammy Callan busted his head. He missed one taping, right? Like,
so
if you just say it's December, if it wasn't December, then he missed January and came back February.
So he's durable. So So we'll see what happens with Killer Cross and Scarlett in November, and see who they're going to wrestle, and see if he joins the white Fat Joe crew or whatever. So the next match was the one that I was looking forward to, which is Matt Riddle against Hammerstone. This was the one I was looking forward to, and it did not let me down. I hated the ending because Hammerstone lost, but we know why. But it was because of Cruel, and they were fighting out there, so he got messed up. Yeah, that kind of. I understand that. So that's the reason why Riddle won, and that's fine.
No. Hold on, wait. Let me just interject real quick. So we seen the last event where Hammerstone came in kind of at the end of the match and threw his 2 pennies in, right? Fight. You had on the same show Mads Kruger in a House of Horrors, which was weapons and all types of crazy shit. He's all busted open. Why would he interject in a match that had nothing to do with him for nothing?
Because at the last taping, when he was beating the shit out of Dijak in the back, Hammerstone hit him with a chair in the back. Remember?
You're right.
And then
You're right. I forgot about that.
So that's the reason why Crew came out to jump Hammerstone. Then Dijak came in to jump Crew. So now everybody's fighting there. Then you saw Dyer was out there. And this is where I'm thinking to myself, okay, so you got Dyer helping Crew. Where is Kwon? If he's part of a contract unit, why is Kwon not there helping his comrade in arms Crew? Which is confuses me about this whole contract unit thing, if they're still together or not. So what happened?
Exactly.
What was because of that? And then the distractions, all that kind of shit. Matt Riddle wants up beating Hammerstone, which is fine because we know the reason why Hammerstone lost. We know that's the reason why. What threw me off is what happened afterwards with your boy McGriddle there looking like he turned heel. Because to be honest with you, in WWE days, I never saw him. I don't think I ever saw him being a heel. He was always a face. I mean,
he's just a stoner, right?
This whole year that he's been in MLW, he's been a face. But now him, calling the fans morons, that kind of shit, and people actually booing him. I was kind of surprised, like, oh shit, is Riddle now a heel now? So that caught me by surprise. Fair. So I was very surprised about that because he called the fans morons, that kind of shit. And okay, like, okay, I mean, I don't know, but sure. So, I mean, like, how many faces are in MLW now? Who's a face in MLW?
Kojima and the Snitch.
Okay, both guys are over 50.
Some of the luchadors.
Okay, yeah, Mystico. But before that, it was Riddle was a face, and you had Dijak and Dyer being both heels. Crew has always been a heel, so 3 heels right there.
Always. Hammerstone right now is a heel.
When he came back, he was a heel. So you got 3. You got
Kwon is
you got 3-4 heels, and then it was Kojima and McGriddle. Now McGriddle.
So you have Kojima, Snitch, Mr. Thomas.
But Mr. Thomas is a big time player. Do you put him up there?
No. He's just another wrestler.
Out of the faces that I put up there was McGriddle and Kojima. McGriddle is the heel.
You're right.
That's 5 heels, and Kojima's the only face of a big that you say, okay, I could see Kojima go up against these guys. So unless Cross comes in and he becomes a face, which I don't see Cross as a face, period. He's better as a heel than anything else.
I think.
Or there's Hammerstone.
I would love
later. So,
bro, love a Cross Dijak match. Cross and Dijak.
Unless Hammerstone turns face later. So what I see happening now, we're gonna see a triple threat match maybe, where you're gonna see Cruel, Hammerstone, and Dijak in November or whenever for the title. So I'm saying because November is the last live show of the year for MLW.
Yeah,
they might have a taping, and that will go in December, and then they'll start fresh again in January, and with the live show. So I don't know, but then we had the women's title match. Shoko Nakajima, which is your big time kaiju, who's 4'11", go up against Himawari, who's only 5'2". So this is the battle of the minis. That's what I called it. And I like this match because I love Himawari. Every time she had those long ponytail and she could bang the shit out of her with the hair. Dude, I thought that shit was funny. Like every time she'll get her like, just smacking the shit. And I was like, damn, this girl's whipping her with the damn ponytail. That shit's gotta hurt. Because that shit looked straight thin, like a belt.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
and this match, I mean, it went pretty far. I mean, almost like 13 minutes, and I liked it. I mean, I was fine with it. I actually liked the match.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
didn't drag. That's
it
why.
did not. I actually liked this match, and now, like, man, this match was really good. This match was really good. I really, really like this match. And
She's been a great
yeah,
champion outside of not talking.
yeah. I mean, and she's even defended the title in TJPW down in Japan. The only thing is we never got to see it because MLW just never put the match out there. Well, actually, they did because the last match he had, they put it on the MLW YouTube page for you to see.
Yeah, you're right.
They
You're right.
did
Yeah,
do
they
it,
did.
but I wish, like you saying, it was a monthly show and they would have taken the match and put it there on the weekly episode. I mean,
Yeah.
so, and the main event was your boy Mystico, the golden goose of
I
MLW.
got a lot of boys up in here. No
That's your
kidding.
boy Mystico, the golden goose of MLW, in a second round Opera Cup match against Ultimo Guerrero. Now, no doubt in my mind, Mystico was not going to lose this match. And
Bro, we know
I'll
he's
be
not.
honest, I'll be honest. This match surpassed anything that I was envisioned that was going to happen. Oh God, yeah.
Really?
This match was better because I
Why?
thought Ultimate Guerrero, bro, that dude's like in the mid-50s.
Yeah, but he's still moving
I'm
around
thinking to
well.
myself, this thing went crazy. The women's match was longer than this, and I also, but
Yeah.
this match was good. It was really, really
This
good.
was the main event.
A lot of high flying spots. A lot of high flying spots, bro. I was surprised. Now the
Yeah.
shocker, which wasn't a shocker, Mystico won the match, which we knew. That,
Yeah, no, this ain't. Oh my
oh
God!
yeah,
Breaking news.
Mystico won. Bring the champagne. Woo! Pop the
Pop the
bottles. Yes.
bottles.
The shocker was what happened afterwards. Was when Austin Aries came out and beat the shit out of Mystico. That I did not see that coming. That was not in my bingo card at all. So I have to see what is going to happen on the brackets
It's probably Mystical. Now that you said it like that, it's probably Mystical
in
Aries.
the finals if they're on both separate sides.
I think they're probably
So
next.
if they're on the same side, then that match happens at the tapings, which will be they mentioned it and they mentioned the name of the show, and it's a new name that I never saw before. And I
Yeah.
apologize because I don't even know the name of the show that's going to be. But it's supposed to be in October. Man, look at it's supposed to be on a Saturday, again at 10 o'clock. Yeah, no,
Bro, these 10 o'clocks are killing me.
it's October 25th. It's the last Saturday of the month. So that's when that next show is going to be. It's October 25th at 10 o'clock. It's going to be on YouTube. And I'm looking at the website to see if they put the name of the next show.
I was trying to see if they showed the bracket, but I don't see the Opera Cup bracket here.
For the taping, they're having your boy, the one you like with the mask, Templario.
Oh, the pirate guy?
Templario guy, yeah, that has the mask.
Oh, the cross. He's
Gonna
fire.
defend the MLW World Middleweight title against Virus on the tapings, which we'll see that on
Oh, I like
25th.
Virus too.
Yeah, I'm trying to see about the bracket. MLW Uppercut.
This is actually pretty cool. I just noticed because I'm looking for the bracket. The Templario guy has a T-shirt.
Oh shit, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking lit, man. And no, I like that shit. That shit is fire.
Yeah, so they'll be fighting each other. So it'll be Austin Aries against Mystico, and then
That's what I
Boado
thought. Yeah,
Jr. against Kojima. So, hey, you
makes
never
sense.
know. Maybe this year they might change it, and Austin Aries might pull the upset and be mystical. And then you have Kojima go up against Boado Jr. Interesting. Which is the guy with the crew or Kojima. Actually, man, I don't know. I don't know if Mystical gets it this year, but it'll be interesting to see if they do.
And I wanted to say this because it actually is something that I've noticed with ever since Paul Walter Hauser has came in, production has looked great.
Yes, yes,
Like the
yes.
production has looked great. We haven't missed a beat on anything. Everything's looking clean. Um, also, what?
That's because he's carrying the whole show on his back.
Paul Walter Hauser
Yeah.
is carrying the entire MLW on his back. You really think that? Okay.
Okay. That's news to me, but sure.
That was random, but okay. So McMahon thinks that Paul Walter Hauser is the boats and the logs. Um,
Okay,
that was random. It fucked up my whole train of thought. I don't even remember what I was saying.
Hauser.
Oh, about what he's done. But at the same time, ever since Paul Walter Hauser has came in, that's when we've seen Danny McBride and Stevie promoting Don Gatto. So there's been a lot of little subtle things that we have seen that I'm liking on the production side. We're getting more promos and vignettes. It's not like before where it just kind of matches and then something would happen and that was it. We're getting more De La Renta and El Jefe. We're getting more Don Gatto. We're getting more talking around the ring. So it whatever he's doing, it's working.
Yeah,
for me.
so I know we got other news too about MLW, and I read that they are ramping up hiring people production wise, hiring more people
Yeah,
in the producing side of things because there's don't know exactly what it is, but there's a rumor that something is going to happen either at the end of the year, beginning of the year, of maybe going back to a weekly show or starting something
yeah,
different because they're starting to hire more production people and more stuff, more individuals on the back side of the screen. Lately, in the last couple of weeks, since like you said, Paul Hauser took over the production side of things. So we might we might get that wish that you've been wishing, and a lot of us has of them going back to a weekly show instead of this one monthly bullshit with this monthly, with the tape episode of another taping thing. Because right now, from now, it'll be October 25th when it's going to be the tape show.
okay,
Okay. From this tape is October 4th. So then from October 25th to November 20th, there's nothing. There's nothing. So now you
you know
got
what?
October
So
20th live show, hitting into Thanksgiving, to maybe hopefully get a tape show that will cover in December. Because if they don't have a tape show in December, from this November 20th till January 20 something, there'll be almost a 2 month break in between. So hopefully they'll have a tape show in December, but then from that tape show to the Nev Live show, there's nothing again. So you're looking at over a month of inactivity from MLW. And this is what always killed the momentum. You watch a great show that they just put on last week, this past weekend. We talk about it. You get us excited, then you pull the rug under from us because now we have to
yeah,
wait till a tape show. You don't know who the hell is wrestling on that show. I know I only saw one match so far. To then taking a month off for the next live show with nothing in between, no live episodes. Dude, give me a weekly show. Give me 2 matches. I'll be happy. Like you had before. 2 matches and a bunch of big nets, interviews in between, and the live crowd are in the back. I'll be happy. I ain't gonna complain about it. I mean, we did complain about it before.
All right.
But I won't complain as much as now.
So I'm going to tag in real quick because I like what you said, and I think you kind of rained on the parade real quick. So if we do think that the hiring of more people leads into a more production side to build a weekly show, if this is what's going to take coming into the new year, right? And say in late December, Court Bauer should be smart. Make a little video. We're going to go back to weekly starting 2026. I don't give a shit if there's nothing in December. If you're going to guarantee me going forward, we get a weekly show again. Because now I'm excited. I go, okay, we're going to have our weekly shit. If it's 2-3 matches a week, I'm good with that. I am completely good with give me a with no commercials. Give me 40 minutes. All I want is 40. I don't want a half hour. Just give me 40. I'll take 30.
No,
I'll
give me
take
45 to 50.
All right, 45 to 50. All right. If you give me 40 on the low end, I'm good. If you give me 50, I'm happy. So if you can come back and say, yo, we got a lot of shit gearing up. We're going to put all our chips in for this year. We're going to get everything ready. We're going to sit down. We're going to have a conversation. We're going to figure out the whole direction we're going, and we're going to stick to this plan, which MLW never sticks to a plan.
Yep.
So if they sit back and go, we got Paul Walter Hauser, we're going to sit down, we're going to all put our brains together, we're going to make a product going forward. At this point, give me whatever happens in November, because of whatever. I don't even care if there is a extra thing, because now I'm like, okay, I'm excited how we finished. Let's see how we start, because the start is a new chapter going forward. And that way we see what the direction is, because it'll be weekly. It won't be a once a month thing where it's like month to month what's happening. So I'm good with that. I just need it to go back to regular. And it helps for us too, because we love talking this shit, and we get to have some fun, talk some shit, promote MLW. It's what we do.
Exactly. And talking about MLW segue out, there's a lot of free agents that are about to hit in the next couple of weeks or two from WWE.
Wait. Don't give it to them. Not now. When you feel better, we're going to do that show. Because next week, there's no MLW.
No.
So that'll be our content going forward for next week. And that way we don't sit there and just kind of throw it. We actually have a base, and then whatever happens after that, we'll talk whatever news is after that too. But at least we'll sit down, go through it. We have content coming up. What are you looking at me like you want to?
One more thing. One thing. Tonight is the big show in CW for NXT, where they have the TNA go up against the WWE groups, because Saturday or Sunday is Bound for Glory. So my question to you is just a question. Do you expect anything heavy happening? Do we finally see or our homie Santana winning the title and taking it back to TNA?
No, I see Santana losing and signing with NXT.
What?
Yep.
So you don't see him winning the belt on Saturday, or Sunday, whatever?
No, I see him losing and going to NXT.
Wow.
Bro, it's his time right now. Think about his run, right?
What I'm saying is his contract coming up that he's gonna sign with NXT?
I don't know. I don't know people's contracts, but even if he's not signed, right? Like, I know the rumor is Joe Hendry's going over there, right? That's the big one. But if you're telling me right now, all right, so we're all fans of Trick, right? Trick, we all think that he's a future star, right? Okay. You're telling me that you don't want to see Trick and Santana in NXT and then possibly in Raw SmackDown?
Of course.
All right, you're telling me that right now and I don't know if there's still a group that I was about to say LAX.
5150.
Oh my God, what's the name of that group? It's
5150.
It's the Hispanic group that's oh my God, Thea Trinidad's in LWO. You're telling me that you can't see him in LWO, or you can't
that's still a thing?
I don't know. I'm
I
asking
have
you.
no idea.
What about that? What about the one with Dominic Mysterio?
Judgment Day.
He'd be perfect in that. Judgment Day. You don't think he'd be fire in Judgment Day?
I mean, if he'll be at LWO, you're gonna have to revamp LWO. LWO cannot be a fan favorite group. LWO has to be a heel group. They were always a heel group.
Yeah.
This guy's Mysterio brought that back or whatever, they brought that back, and that's been crap since. I mean, those guys, the other two guys are always losing. The Toro and the other kid. Dragon League's all over the place.
All right.
You know, I don't know, man.
All right, well, give me him in Judgment Day because I love Judgment Day. I'm a fan of Judgment Day. I think that he's the truth. But I'm telling you, I think that Santana, he's hit his ceiling. Even if you put a belt on him, it's not going to change who he is just because you put a belt on him in TNA. He's hit his ceiling.
Already in TNA?
Bro, what hasn't he done?
Well,
he wins the title. He has a few matches with who? Moose?
Well,
Eddie Edwards?
He's never won a singles title in TNA.
But he's the man already.
I don't know. I think you're over expecting too much out of Santana. Like you went over. Like he's here, and you already capped him up here in TNA.
Of course,
which we should, but to say that he hit the ceiling in TNA, dude, he's been there for not even a year. He came back to TNA. He hasn't won a belt yet, a singles title yet. I mean,
but we've always said some guys don't need a belt to be the man.
Give him a belt, let him have a run with the belt, and then see what happens. Doesn't have to be the heavyweight title.
All right. Let me throw this at you.
Even though he's there.
Let me throw this at you. So, what if he loses and he turns his back on TNA, goes NXT, even if he signed on the TNA? You wouldn't be all right with that?
Dude, I'll be pissed off. I mean, I'm gonna get mad if he doesn't win the belt this on Sunday. He should have won at Slammiversary.
Absolutely. But you know what?
He didn't pull the trigger.
And
now,
all right. So
now is what, 3 months later. And now before the end of the year, he has to win the belt. Because if he doesn't, then what's the point?
Let me dial back my bullshit.
Yeah,
let me dial it back.
Dial the bullshit down.
Let me hit rewind real quick.
Down. The bullshit.
Yeah, let me hit rewind real quick. I agree with you that he should have won a Slammiversary.
In New York?
No question.
Holy shit. Dude, what?
Bro, absolutely. They fucking dropped the ball. And there, it should never have happened where he did not win. Because that's his home, right?
Yes.
So, but on the biggest stage in TNA history is Bound for Glory. Even though we like SummerSlam more, Slammiversary has always been better. The biggest event of TNA Impact Wrestling is Bound for Glory. That's their mania. If Santana gets that win, that's a huge moment for the brand of TNA as well, right? Like, and of course with him, because then you align him with the Bobby Roodes and Nick Aldis's, Magnus, and all the guys who have won on that big stage. So you go, damn, my name is up there with some fucking heavyweights. I agree. Let him get a run. Let him go through Moose. Let him go through Eddie Edwards. Pause. But let him get his run. And I honestly, I'd rather see him go to WWE because, I mean, we all know WWE is going to buy TNA anyway. But
at least have him go to WWE with the TNA belt as the champion, and then you have him defend the belt at NXT and maybe in an episode of SmackDown or Raw. Get his feet wet, and then go and see what the fan reaction is going to be when he comes out with the belt and shit like that. It's just
Bro,
throw him out there.
If WWE, let's just say that happens. Let's say they allow him to come out, right? If he does that in Detroit, Chicago, California, New York City, Philly, insert whatever big city, people are going to love Santana because they identify with him, right? Because we all know the struggle. So people are going to be like, he's not a poser, right? He's not a Hispanic guy trying to be a tough guy. He is a Spanish guy from the hood, right? Like, this is public knowledge. This ain't me saying, oh, because he's Puerto Rican and from the Bronx. There are parts of the Bronx that are nice as fuck. But, he's not from there. So you go, well, shit, I fucks with him. I think that he's so marketable, it's crazy. And I think that a lot of companies have no idea to this day how to do it. We've said it for years. How are guys like Trick Williams, and I don't know if they have now, LAX, any of these guys who have never been on Hot 97, Power 105, like your hip-hop stations, how have they never been on there? It's crazy. We just seen Jacob Fatu on the Breakfast Club, though. So that was pretty dope.
Yeah, but do you see anything happening, like somebody coming out, something huge happening, or no?
I would love to see Storm come back or Rude just do something, Storm or Rude, because when I think of TNA or Impact, outside of AJ Styles, because to me AJ Styles is the TNA brand, I would go easily that Storm and Rude are right there next to him. I would love to see one of them come and do something.
Yeah, Storm for sure. Rude no, because Rude is done. So
yeah. So I'd like to see Storm. I mean, would it be fun to see but I don't think I'd do it Bound for Glory. Like, what was the fire guy? He used to be like Shark Boy and not in Fuego. He was like a fire guy. He was like a spicy character. Curry Man. I thought Curry Man would be funny, but it's Bound for Glory, so no.
No.
I'm not sure. Like, would it be cool to see a Gail Kim come out of nowhere? Yeah, but I think she's been let out of the company, so I don't see that happening.
No.
Oh, what about oh my God, the Beautiful People? Would you be cool with the Beautiful People?
Well, they are going to be there.
Oh, because they're the Hall of Fame thing.
So it'd be interesting if they get involved in the women's title match and try to get the TNA title back from NXT back to TNA. So they get involved against Eleni Jordan and have her lose against an ex-WWE person, which still pisses me off about this stuff here. I still can't understand this. So you having the thing tonight, which is 4 against 4 females against 4 females from TNA and NXT, right? So you have the 4 females from NXT, and you have the 4 females from TNA, right? So the 4 females from TNA are Kelly Jordan, who's the champion, NXT female, the Iconics, ex-WWE performer, and then the last girl being Sade something, who was just an NXT person when she was with the Metal 4 not even 5 months ago. And she hasn't done shit to even get that spot in the TNA, 4. And then
I'm surprised Tasha Steelz ain't in it. I'm surprised Tasha Steelz isn't in that.
Dude, not one TNA person is actually on the TNA team. It's all NXT. 2 Kalani Jordan and the girl Sade, who used to be something else before, part of the Metaphor in NXT, not even 4 months ago. And then the 2 iconic girls who were all up in the, from NXT all the way to the top.
To the WWE.
So now one TNA, not Tasha Steele, not Saya, not the Chinese girl, not anybody that's an actual TNA wrestler. and then the TNA title match at Bound for Glory is Kelly Jordan, WNXT versus, oh god, I forgot her name, who was also an NXT wrestler, and then went to the main roster, and then got cut at the beginning of the year, and she signed like 3 months later after her contract expired with NXT, and she's been there for like 5 months. So you mean to tell me? So if this doesn't show you or tell you that WWE is gonna buy TNA because they don't trust not a TNA wrestler or female wrestler to be in anything having to do with any type of match, because even Jordan Grace went from NXT from TNA to NXT, and she's gonna be the special guest referee for the match.
Jesus.
So I mean, if that doesn't give you any type of hope that WWE does not see any type of hope on your female side, something's got to trigger in your head and go like, yeah, this is going to happen sooner than later. And even Carlos Silva just mentioned that when he had a interview this past week, that they're still looking, that they already found something for TV. The ink is drying. They're crossing the T and I's before they announce it. So they already found something. They already found somebody. The shit is
something is
locked in. But he said that if purchase comes, that the company gets sold. Yes, we'll look into that too. So they're going somewhere where WWE is telling them, go here. Go here.
Yeah.
We want you to go this way. Now, is it the A&E or CW? If it's CW, you already see the writing on the wall. I mean, damn it. You can be that sleight of mind not to see that. Or even AEW or even A&E that owned by CW, this writing is there. You don't have to be a scientist. So if they find something else, then I'll say, okay, TNA is staying by itself. That's amazing. But I already said it for the end of the year. By the end of the year, they're going to be sold to WWE. The writing is on the wall. It's just a matter of time before that trigger gets pulled.
And I think the last thing, and then we'll get up out of here. Listen, we'll go a little longer because we haven't done content and I haven't got to talk to you. So, whatever, you got to deal with my shit. Last thing I wanted to bring up is Marshall Slamovich.
Oh, God.
Right? Because we kind of talked off before, and I agree with kind of what the lingo was going back and forth. If this would have been a male, it would have been the biggest problem ever, and the person would have been fired immediately and everything else. So now it's 2025, and any kind of abuse by anybody, male or female, to either other partner is wrong, right? Like, so the same way you would persecute a male for doing this to a female, well, how about we start persecuting the females to do this to a male too? Because until you actually start treating them for the shit that they do, nothing's going to change. So if you think that this person is okay with the physical and verbal abuse of whatever, I completely disagree with that. And I think that if a man gets immediately fired, then she should be fired immediately as well. That's just where I'm at with that. I just wanted to bring that up.
Well, just to kind of add more, the days of you being accused and, okay, we're going to look into things and see, and we're going to unearth the things, those days are done. They no longer wait to look at the evidence. You are fired immediately before they even, the days of you're innocent until proven guilty. No, you're guilty. Once you get accused, you're done. They'll put you on the sidelines. They'll fire you. They'll do whatever. And then we have to eat. We're going to have to eat it because we jumped ahead. But like you said, what she did, there's evidence there. And it's crazy how at the pay-per-view that week, No, her name wasn't even mentioned at all. The match was completely taken out of the pay-per-view last week,
Yep.
and then that's when they had the announcement of the one girl, the TNA champion, having to relinquish because she can't wrestle anymore. And unfortunately, we didn't even touch on that about Dana Brooke, about Ash by Elegance, like of what happened that she can wrestle. Like no, there's like no indication or nothing has been leaked out of the reason why, but whatever it is, she's not wrestling ever again.
Yeah, which is you would think you would heard an injury or seen something or
So this is
even if it's like a depression thing of something, you would have seen something.
this is
And
monumental of something like that happening and saying that she's not wrestling ever again, and nothing's out there yet as the reason as to why. So so prayers up to her. Hopefully,
yeah,
it's nothing like like you said, mental or anything physical that she's able to battle through and have a good rest of her life, and maybe lays those boots again in the future later. But yeah, that's a big blow to TNA because she's been busting her ass since she left or she got cut from WWE and became
yep,
the Ash by Ad against brand, and winning the tag team titles twice, and then finally winning the women's title by herself. So that was that was huge. But yeah, man, I wanted to end it on that note because yeah, the other stuff is crazy, man.
yeah, it's nuts, but you know what?
Yes,
It
sir.
is what it is. So listen, like, subscribe, share, all that good shit. Uh, I will have one of my boys here. He's flying up that week that MLW is here, so I don't know if I'll be able to do the live because who the hell knows what the hell is happening when someone comes out? You never
Hey.
know what the hell it is. Um, if it's any kind of we're doing nothing, I'll sit his monkey ass over here and we'll jump on a live. And it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, so like, subscribe, share, all that good shit. For me, this man, we out of here. Deuces.
Deuces.